I'm like tearing up. I haven't seen this happen in a long time.
Yeah, it's really, really, really good. This 5-year-old Shiba Inu hasn't met a dog in 4 years because she's reactive. She goes at dogs, she gets to them, she stares them in the face, and she goes at them. She's been to many different trainers. I am the last house on the block. The trainers, what they've done with her and the owner is said, okay, go meet a dog. She stares the dog down. Before she reacts, they call her away and they treat her. I am not against that method. I use that method. I like that method. You catch them before they do it and you reinforce them for not doing it. However, that method doesn't always work. It's actually rarely works. And it hasn't worked with this dog. Why would we keep doing a method that's okay? It's a fine method. Why would we keep doing that method if it hasn't worked in 4 years in multiple trainers? We're over it. We're over the method. It's ready to move on. We've got to do some big stuff with this little reactive dog, and the proof's in the pudding. She makes a friend today. She makes a friend when she hasn't made a friend in 4 years. This dog's been isolated. I believe dogs who can have friends should have friends. It does all this. She's going to growl at him, I think, right here. It does all this stuff right there. Goes at him. She's not looking good, right? She doesn't look horrible. But if I were to let Prince out right now, or it was a different dog, let him out, there'd probably be a fight. So I get why trainers are scared. I get why owners are scared. I understand. But we're doing our own thing. We're doing our own system. And that is get dogs with other dogs. Get reactive dogs with other dogs so that those reactive dogs desensitize. Sometimes they need a correction from the dog, sometimes from me. And that's what we do. Look at this little happy run right there. That's my first sign that this dog can be with Prince without a muzzle, possibly without a leash, and it's going to go really well. That little happy jaunt, that little happy run. So now I'm building my relationship with this dog. This dog's like, I don't really care about you, dude. Which is fine. Doesn't need to care about me. Needs to care about the dog. And that's about it. So meeting of Prince right here. We're going to go into a slow motion in a second because I want to show you some things. So she jumps. I want you to look at the lip lick from Prince right there. Lip lick from Prince. Now, this is when she goes at dogs. See that eye contact right in his face? And watch what Prince does. He backs up. This isn't an ego thing for Prince. This isn't an ego thing for me. This is get this dog as good as we possibly can. And at that moment, Prince knew, backing up when she's staring. I mean, this first dog she's met in 4 years, right? Maybe Prince knows that. We don't know what Prince knows. He knew he had to back up. He doesn't want to fight her. Look at him cruising by, doing flybys. Who knows? That could be something. I have to trust Prince in every little move that he does, okay? Every ear motion, every eye contact, every letting them smell him, every smell he does, I have to trust that him and my old dog Bosco know what they're doing. Now a play. So I'm gonna do another slow motion because I want to show you something I think is interesting. First play ball from her right there. That told him and me, there, second play ball right there. And then you see him get more physical. He like hits her in the face. He knew he could do that because she started to be more playful. And then he's like, let's push it, let's push it, let's push it. That's what my dogs do. They know to kind of test other dogs. Now she's with a dog. She hasn't been with a dog in 4 years. He is such a smeller. Oh my, he's like a total creeper. He's the craziest smeller. But I have to trust him. Maybe, I think he just wants to smell, obviously. But sometimes he knows maybe she doesn't seem to mind it. So I'm going to let him do it. Oh, full on goose right there. All right. So meeting, oh, there, play. Play from her, play from him, getting better, getting better. What we're going to do in this video, this dog is going to go at one dog. I'm going to talk you through that. Then we're going to do some passing, and that's going to be the video. Oh, look at happiness right there. A lot of happiness. More play. She's just getting comfortable. 4 dogs, 4 years of not meeting a dog, being isolated in that way. This is time well spent. Just being with the dog, learning about dog. Then she meets the second dog. The goal is, and usually it's like 50% better with the second dog. Third dog, 50%, 75% better. And then each dog, they just get better and better and better. Sometimes, like she goes at Connery, she met a lot of dogs through fences. I didn't show you that today. For the sake of time, I just need to cut stuff out. She met dogs through fences. That's still meeting. It's not as good as this though. This is really having a friend. What does having a friend to a dog do for them in life? It fires off all these things in their brain. How about this aspect of having a friend? Look at her sprint after Prince. How is she in life going to get this kind of exercise? It's a real question for you guys because I asked this to, oh, it falls right on her face. I asked this to you guys when people come out to me and they never really know. Her chasing Prince is way better than you running with her. Me or the owner cannot run as fast as she just ran. How about if you're in a field with a ball throwing a ball? It's not the same. It's not the same mentally. It's in no way the same. So it's still, chasing him was the best exercise she could possibly get. Mentally and physically, there's nothing better. I don't believe a sport is better. I don't believe agility is better. I don't believe fly ball is better. I believe running in a field with a friend is the single most exercise you can get. Now she's meeting Connery. So she's going to go at Connery. She's going to go at Connery in a minute because unlike Prince, Connery doesn't back up when she looks at him. Okay? So she's doing fine. She's meeting another dog. Why did I choose Connery? Because Connery is the best second dog for her to meet. He's a big male like Prince. We don't want to get into another female right now. We want her to make friends. But she goes at him and it's right here. Looks at him. This is her MO. She goes at him. I stop the fight with kneeing her. Then I grab the leash and I tell her, sit down. I give her a little correction. Then I tell her, sit down. So there's some discipline. And then I say, we're not leaving. So the owner, because of the trainers, have told her, oh, the minute she and everybody thinks this, by the way. And I get why they think this. If your dog goes at another dog, you leave. You need to resist the temptation to leave. Unless your dog is just, if your dog is horribly aggressive and wants to kill dogs, you can't do this stuff. That's not what we're doing here. This is a dog that can be with other dogs. I've proven that with Prince. So it's time to take that forward and meet dogs. So I didn't leave, right? We're not leaving just because you wanted that dog. Dogs can learn that they growl at dogs, mommy takes me away. They don't even hate dogs. They just learn, I don't want to be here anymore, so I'm going to growl and mommy, I'm going to freak out and mom's going to take me away. Well, that's not the case anymore. Yeah, you freaked out, but we're still here. You're not getting out of it. Maybe you don't want to meet him. I don't really care that you're not going to be forced to meet him, but we're not leaving. So now we're going to do passing. This owner said she's very good on the leash with this dog. This owner said she freaks out at 70% of the dogs on a walk. You're going to see 5 different dogs, her pass 5 different dogs. She freaks out at 0 of them. You see every single dog she passed. I'm showing it to you. Different dog right there, big German Shepherd. 70% of the time she goes at dogs. 0% of the time during this session she goes at dogs. Why is that? Could be because she's out of her neighborhood. Yes, of course that could be the case. The owner didn't think so though. So why is it? It's due to 3 things. It's either due to meeting of a dog. That would be the biggest thing. I made a friend, therefore I don't want to freak out at dogs as much as I used to. It could be that correction. When she went at Prince and I or at Connery, and I stopped it by giving her that knee and then I gave her a correction. Could have been that. How about if it was the exercise that she had never really, or not in a long time, gotten the exercise and the energy out of her. So when she goes on walks, she just freaks out at dogs. So those 3 things I believe contributed to her not going at any single dog on this at this session. And then you're going to see me give her a little correction when she's looking at a dog. So I learned from Connery that stare is not a good thing. So right here, she's going to get a correction for looking too long. I didn't like how she looked. Tiny little correction. No big deal. I don't hold a grudge. I even reinforce her right afterwards. That's my method. And you can do this. I know it's hard, but you can. Find a nice dog. Use fences. Use leashes. Give the correction before when she does the stare. Stuff like that. Hey, if this video has helped you, subscribe to this channel.